Namaste, welcome to today's practice. We're going to start our drills from this week. So to begin with, we're going to work with legs and core. So roll out your mat and I look forward to seeing you in a moment. Great, so we're going to start on our back on the floor. So coming to lie down. And as you lie down, have the feet on the floor, knees up. And then just take a moment to place your hands on your abdomen and just feel your breath here. So take 3 centering breaths to begin with. Inhaling into the abdomen opening and expanding under your hands. And then as you breathe out, gently drawing the hands in. Have a feeling of scooping the pelvic floor muscles in and up. Breathing in, muscles soft, opening, expanding. Breathing out, drawing those abdominal muscles in towards the back of the waist. Scooping up the pelvic floor muscles. And then inhaling to release. Good. I'm just going to take you through the pelvic tilt in case you don't know how to do it. A pelvic tilt is, as we breathe out, we want to just draw the hips under. So turn the hips upwards. And that has the effect of flattening the lower back into the mat. So we have protected the back by doing that, and we have engaged the core muscles. So let's practice that a few times. Take your arms out to the side, inhale to release, and then exhale to just curl your tailbone under and really engage with the abdominal muscles, drawing navel to spine, pelvic floor, drawing in and up. Inhale to release, exhale, scooping it up, pelvic, tailbone, and then release. Exhale to tuck the tailbone under, flattening into the lower back, pelvic floor scooching up, and then we can hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. And as you hold this pelvic tilt, see if you can release your pelvic floor muscles and then squeeze them. So release and squeeze. Keep that pelvic tilt. So I'm not moving now. You can't see the movement, but you'll feel it inside you. So just finding your pelvic floor muscles and seeing if you can draw them in and up. And you may also feel that as you work with your pelvic floor, that your toilet muscles also engage. And that's absolutely fine. We want those muscles to engage so that they protect our lower back. So now we're holding the pelvic tilt. We can draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up and just hold them as we breathe in and out. You might find that you're breathing more into your side ribs, your upper chest, because we're drawing the abdominal muscles inwards. So it feels more restricted here. So we can breathe into the ribs and the upper chest. Good. Let's just do that for 3, for 2, for 1, and then relax. Relax the tailbone. Feel that natural arc in the lower back come back again. As you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, lower back presses into the mat. Scooch the pelvic floor in and up, walk your feet together, and then allow your knees to fall out and the soles of your feet to touch. So we're going to keep the pelvic floor muscles squeezing in, the abdominal muscles drawing in towards the back of the waist. Taking your arms up and out of the way, we're going to squeeze the inner thighs on the inhalation, bring the knees to the top. As we exhale, keep the abdominal muscles engaged, just moving the legs at the hip joint, open the knees. So using muscular control to open, using muscular control to close the knees. So we'll go for 3 more. Inhaling to open, exhaling to squeeze. Move slowly so you can feel the muscles. Inhaling, the outer thighs working. Make sure that your lower back is not rounding, and it won't round if we've engaged the abdominal muscles. If we've relaxed the abdominal muscles, the lower back arches, and that's where we become prone to injury. So keep the abdominal muscles contracting. If you've lost it, just reset yourself. Tuck the tailbone under and draw navel to spine. Good. And last time, squeezing those inner thigh muscles to bring your knees to the top. Good. And relax. So as we relax, the abdominal muscles can relax. The lower back finds its natural arch. If you want to stretch out your legs, then that's absolutely fine. Give your toes a wriggle, give your ankles a little circle, one way and then the other way. Point and flex your feet. Good. And then we come back to our semi-supine position with the feet on the floor, knees bent. And this time as we tuck the tailbone under, flatten the lower back, abdomen, navel to spine, pelvic floor drawing in. Have the palms of your hands on the floor beside you, and then without moving the lower back or the abdominal area, just raising the left leg up. Your foot is in a relaxed position. You want to check that your shin is parallel to the ceiling and that your knee is sort of in line with your hip joint. So we're going to practice here. As we inhale, we're going to move that knee away. What I'm not doing is straightening the leg. All I'm doing is keeping the bend in the knee and moving the knee away as far as I can. And then exhaling to bring it back. So we're going to do that 4 more times. Inhaling to move away. And you'll feel the weight of your leg. And when you're ready to breathe out, squeeze the knee in. So I'm trying to maintain the shin parallel to the ceiling. The foot is in a relaxed place. And then as I exhale, I'm using muscular strength, moving at snail pace to bring the knee over the hip. So we've got 2 more to go. You'll feel your thighs. I can feel my thighs. Good. Moving at snail's pace. And check that your abdomen is still engaged, your lower back is still close to the floor. And then on the last one, exhaling, squeezing in. And then lowering the left foot. We'll keep that control. We're not going to release it, but we'll pick up the right leg. So foot in a relaxed position, shin parallel to the ceiling, knee joint over the hip joint. And we'll go for 6. So exhaling to push the knee away and only going as far as you can feel the weight of your leg. You're not kicking the leg away and straightening the leg. And then as we breathe out, drawing that knee back in, moving at snail's pace. I'm going to straighten my legs so that you can hopefully see a little better. Moving the right leg away. Still keeping some sort of bend in the lower leg and upper leg. And then exhaling to come back in. Inhaling. Moving at snail's pace. Abdominal muscles working, you'll feel the stretch. Good. I've lost count, but we'll do 1 more. Great stuff. And then lower the right foot. Relax the pelvis and the abdominal muscles. Take a breather here. Feel that natural arch in your lower back. Good. You might like to take your arms out to the side and then just let your knees drop to one side. Maybe spiraling your head over to the opposite side. And then coming back through the middle, taking the knees over to the other side and turning your head in the opposite direction. Good. So arms back to your sides. Tuck the tailbone under, so that pelvic tilt that we did earlier. Navel to spine, pelvic floor muscles engage. Maybe contract your toilet muscles as well. So we're going to hold that stillness. Lower back is flat onto the mat. We're going to hold that. Come up onto your tiptoes. Heels of the floor lifted. And then without moving anything, just float the toes from the floor. Shins parallel to the ceiling. Knees over the hips. And we're going to hold here. So this is a great place to stay. For some of you, you might like to take your arms up, but drop the shoulders down. Turn the palms to face one another, and we'll hold here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in. Find space to breathe in the ribs because navel to spine. So we might feel some restriction in the abdominal area. Good. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Last breath. Lower the arms and slowly lower your feet. Keep that abdominal control as you lower the feet. Once the feet touch down, then you can relax. Natural arch in the lower back, pelvic releases, abdominal muscles release. Once again, take your arms out to the side, roll your knees over to one side, head to the opposite. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the other side. Good, come back to the center. So, let's get ready to do another round, and this time we'll add in an extra layer of movement. So, begin with tailbone tucking under, lower back flat, navel to spine, pelvic floor, toilet muscles engaged. Walk the heels in a little. Come onto your tiptoes. And as you lift your feet from the floor, they just feel weightless. They can float up. Everything should be in your core muscles. The lower back is not arching. If it's arching, lower your feet. Take those steps again. And then find yourself in this position. Bring the arms up, inhaling, exhaling. With the next inhale, we're going to move the left leg away. As we move the left arm goes into space behind us. So again, it's not about how far you go, it's quality over quantity. So let's take that for 5 more. Moving at snail's pace, keeping the other leg, the right leg and the right arm still. Knee over hip joint, shin parallel to the ceiling. Good, that's 3. So 3 more to go. If you're losing the control, if your lower back is arching, then please stop and practice Stop at 4, stop at 5. As I said, it's quality over quantity. When you've done that, if you need to have a rest, you can have a rest. I need to have a rest because I'm talking at the same time. So we'll all have a rest before we do the other side. So same action on the other side. This time I won't talk as much. We're aiming for 6 repetitions, but we don't want to lose that core control. If you find that your back is lifting off the floor and you've lost that core control, then release, stop, because it will, with practice, you can build it up to 5 and 6. So here we go. Exhaling, tailbone tucking under, lower back flat, navel to spine, pelvic floor muscles engaged. Walk the feet in, lift the heels, palms of the hands on the floor to begin with. And with the next out breath, floating the feet up, taking the arms up, and then when you're ready, right leg, right arm, extending away from one another, exhaling to come in, inhaling to move away. The other side now stays still, exhaling to come to the center, inhaling to move away, exhaling to center. 3 more. Breathing it out to come in. Breathing in to extend. One more to go. Release the hands, good job. Release the feet with control. Once the feet touch down, release the pelvis. Release the abdominal area, lower back, natural arch. Good. Once again, take the arms out to the side. Let the knees drop to one side. Head turns to the opposite side. And then back to the center. Change to the opposite side. Knees to one side, head goes to the other. Come back to center. So, we're going to bend the elbows, interlace the fingers, and let the back of your head rest in your palms. You want to point your thumbs down the back of your neck, and then lift your elbows so that you can just see them in your periphery vision. Walk the feet in. We're going to start with the feet on the floor. As we exhale, tuck the tailbone under, navel to spine, pelvic floor, abdomen engaged. As we exhale, we want to lift the head and lift the shoulder blades. What I don't want to do is use my hands to push the neck forwards to tuck the chin into the chest. So this is not what we want to do. What we want to do is have all of those navel, pelvic floor, lower back, all controlled. And then as we exhale, with the elbows in your periphery vision, with your vision upwards towards the sky, lift your head and the backs of your shoulder blades. Good. And then lower. And then lift. So keep looking up, chin pointing up, and then lower. And then again, lift. So I'm not tucking the chin in, my head is being supported by my hands, and I'm trying to lift my shoulder blades as much as possible. It feels like a lot, it may not look like a big movement, and you want to feel it just underneath your rib cage. Good, we'll go for 2 more if that's okay. Know that if you've lost control in your core and your back is arching, then you can release, maybe engage and try again. or just have a rest. Or if you're continuing, just 2 more. And last one. And lowering down. Good. Release the hands. So you would have felt that maybe just in the area where your ribs meet your abdominal muscles. Good. So we've got one more move to do before we call it a day for today. So again, pelvic tilt turns, navel to spine, pelvic floor muscles engage, toilet muscles engage. Walk the feet in, rise up onto your toe tips, and then when you're ready to exhale, float the feet from the floor. And this time we're going to take the right leg up and do 3 circles in one direction, and then 3 circles in the opposite direction. Take a nice big circle, and you'll feel some rocking in your hips, but your lower back should not be moving. Bend the right knee, take the left leg up as straight as you can, and then imagine you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. So 3 one way, and then 3 the other way. Bend the left knee, and then lower the feet to the floor. Relax your abdominal area, your pelvic floor, your lower back. So I know I said one last one, but I think we can do one more. So let's exhale, tuck the tailbone under, navel to spine, pelvic floor engaged. Lift the heels. And as we exhale, trying to keep the whole of the core area nice and braced, we'll float the feet up into our starting position. You're quite used to it now. And then now from here, we'll do this classic straightening one leg and then the other. So imagine you're riding a bicycle, and as you extend one leg, the other knee, you can squeeze it in. Now, it's fine to use your hands if you want to, swapping from knee to knee, but I suggest that we use our core strength to squeeze that knee in. So we're squeezing and extending, moving slowly. You really feel that core muscle engaging. So we'll go for 3, for 2, squeeze it in, and for 3, finish off on the left side, and then release to the center, lower your feet, relax your abdominals, relax your pelvic floor. Take the arms out to one side, drop the knees over, spiral the head in the opposite direction. Take a few breaths here. Come back to the center and take it to the other side. So knees to one side, head to the opposite side. Take a few breaths here. So really working today with the core. And when you're ready, come back to the center. Release your arms by your side. Extend the legs away. Just let your feet feet fall out to the side. And take a few breaths here. I know my core muscles are very loudly speaking to me, so it's fine to give yourself a little rub, because if you've worked as instructed, it would have been quite strong. So just a short practice today, and tomorrow we'll come back for some more drills. At the end of your next out breath, bend your knees once again, rolling over onto one side, and then pressing yourself up to sit, so that we can close our practice together. Bring your hands to your heart center, bowing your forehead to your fingers, your body forwards towards the floor. So we ground and close our practice with grace and gratitude. Namaste. I'll see you again soon.